In 2026, the World Cup will shatter every record. 48 nations, 16 new qualifiers, and 104 matches packed into 39 relentless days across North America. It's the biggest leap in football history, and it's turning rules, traditions, and global power upside down. But how exactly did this mega tournament come to be, and what does it mean for the game's future? In 1994, the World Cup arrived in the United States with 24 teams and 9 host cities, drawing over 3 million fans and introducing American stadiums to the global game. 4 years later, France, 1998, launched a new era: 32 teams, 64 matches, and a format that would define the tournament for more than 2 decades. The shift wasn't just about numbers. It opened the door for more nations from Africa, Asia, and the Americas, making the World Cup a truly global stage. The early 2000s brought another milestone. In 2002, South Korea and Japan co-hosted, marking the first World Cup held in Asia and the first to span 2 countries. This dual-host model tested FIFA's ability to coordinate across borders and time zones, setting a precedent for future tournaments. The format held steady through 4 more editions, but innovation didn't stop. In 2014, Brazil's tournament saw the first use of video assistant referees in a major FIFA event, hinting at a new era of technology in football. Year after year, the World Cup grew in scale and ambition. Each expansion, whether in team count, host nations, or technology, reflected the sport's rising influence and FIFA's drive to reach new audiences. By 2014, the 32-team, 64-match format was the norm, but growing demand from emerging football nations and shifting global dynamics set the stage for the most dramatic change yet. 48 national teams will compete in 2026, opening the door for 16 more countries than ever before. The new slots are not spread evenly. Africa's allocation jumps from 5 to 9, the largest single increase of any continent. Asia rises from 4.5 to 8, and Oceania, long limited to half a spot via intercontinental playoff, now receives 2 guaranteed places. North and Central America, including the 3 host nations, will send 6 teams, while South America and Europe each see modest gains: 6.5 for CONMEBOL, 16 for UEFA. The numbers reflect more than just administrative reshuffling. For many African nations, qualifying has always meant surviving a brutal winner-take-all gauntlet. Now, 4 extra places mean that teams who narrowly missed out in previous years, think Mali, Burkina Faso, or DR Congo, have a real shot at the world stage. The Confederation of African Football called it a historic opportunity, echoing the hopes of millions across the continent. Patrice Motsepe, president of CAF, summed up the mood. This expansion is not just about numbers. It's about giving hope to every young player in Africa that their dream is possible. As the new format takes shape, these changes promise not just more matches, but new stories and new voices in the world's most watched sporting event. 12 groups, 4 teams each. That's the blueprint for the World Cup's new opening act. Every team is guaranteed 3 matches, facing each of their group rivals once. The math is simple, but the impact is huge. 72 games will unfold before the knockout rounds even begin. Each match carries weight, with points earned for wins and draws, and goal difference looming as a potential tiebreaker. The draw, set for December 2025, will seed teams into 4 pots based on FIFA rankings. Hosts, Mexico, Canada, and the United States are given top slots in their respective groups. To keep things balanced, no more than 2 European teams can land in the same group, and other confederations are kept apart as much as possible. This approach is designed to spread out the favorites and avoid a so-called group of death. For the teams, the group stage is a test of consistency and nerve. It's not just about beating the minnows or holding off the giants. With only 3 games, a single slip can cost everything, while a surprise win can turn a tournament on its head. The stakes are sharpened by the knowledge that not just the top 2, but also the 8 best third-place teams will move on. That means every point, every goal, and every defensive stand could be the difference between a ticket home and a ticket to the knockout rounds. The group stage in this new format is more than just a warm-up. It's the crucible where dreams are kept alive or dashed in the first 3 matches. After the group stage, the World Cup enters uncharted territory. 32 teams advance, 24 as group winners and runners-up, joined by the 8 best third-placed finishers. For the first time, a new round of 32 launches a marathon knockout path, adding an extra layer of unpredictability and drama. Teams are matched based on group performance with points, goal difference, and goals scored used to rank the third-placed qualifiers. This means that a team finishing third in one group could face a group winner from another, setting up potential surprises and rewarding resilience as much as dominance. The stakes are immediate. From the round of 32 onward, every match is a do-or-die contest. 16 knockout fixtures unfold in just 6 days, followed by the familiar rhythm of the round of 16, quarterfinals, semifinals, and the final itself. This expanded structure inflates the total match count to 104, 40 more than the 64-game tournaments of recent decades. The path to the trophy now requires navigating up to 8 matches in just over 5 weeks, testing squad depth and endurance like never before. The format aims to balance inclusivity with competitive integrity. Critics once warned that expanding the field would water down the tournament, but the new advancement rules are designed to keep every game meaningful. As Victor Montagliani, chairman of the 2026 World Cup, explains, adopting 12 groups of 4 was chosen over the option of 16 groups of 3 teams because team and fan experience, player welfare, and sporting integrity were taken into consideration. With more teams and more matches than ever, the World Cup's knockout rounds promise a scale and intensity unmatched in football history. 16 cities spread across 3 countries and thousands of miles form the backbone of the 2026 World Cup. Stadiums from Vancouver's Pacific Coast to Mexico City's high altitude will host matches, each venue a giant in its own right. The United States leads with 11 cities, including Los Angeles, Seattle, and Atlanta, all boasting capacities of 60,000 or more. MetLife Stadium in New York, New Jersey, with over 82,000 seats, will host the final, while Mexico's legendary Estadio Azteca, site of 2 previous World Cup finals, can hold nearly 88,000 fans. Canada's Toronto and Vancouver round out the northern edge, each preparing for crowds that dwarf their usual league matches. This sprawling map of venues means teams and fans will crisscross a continent, testing the limits of travel and organization on a scale football has never seen. 39 days stretched across 3 nations and 16 cities set the world's biggest football event. The expanded format means teams chasing the trophy could play as many as 8 matches in just over 4 weeks, a physical and mental test unlike any before. For fans, the distances are daunting. Thousands will cross borders, juggling flights and hotel bookings as they follow their teams from Vancouver to Mexico City. Behind the scenes, organizers are betting on record-breaking returns. FIFA's forecasts point to more than $10 billion in revenue, driven by massive TV rights, sponsorships, and ticket sales. Economist Dr. Stefan Szymanski frames it simply. The World Cup is now as much a logistical challenge and commercial engine as it is a sporting contest. The balance between player welfare, fan experience, and financial ambition has never been more delicate. 48 teams, 104 matches. The world's game grows bigger, louder, and more demanding on players, fans, and nations. As football's reach expands, so do the stakes for unity and fairness. In 2026, every goal will echo further than ever before. Share your thoughts below.